First, it was Paul Warfield, then Ed DeBartolo Jr. Now a third person from the Mahoning Valley is headed to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Champion's own Randy Gradishar will get a bronze bust in Canton. With the rest of the story, here's First News anchor Stan Boney.
Superintendent John Grabowski started my Champion High School Randy Gradishar tour at the trophy case.
From what I understand, he was a man above boys when he was playing football here at Champion.
Inside the case was a Randy Gradishar autographed football. A signed Denver Broncos jersey was also on display, and nearby a plaque honoring his induction into the Champion Hall of Fame. Randy Gradishar's name also remains on the records board for most rebounds in basketball.
And I always thought I was better in basketball than I was in football.
Randy Gradishar is now 71 and lives in the Denver area, where his 10 years with the Broncos earned him a spot in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. But as a high school freshman in 1966, Gradishar was part of Champion's first ever football team.
We always lost more games than we won. And so, we had about I want to say no more than 30 guys on the team.
Dad talked about how good he was.
Jamie Carino's father, the late Al Carino, was Randy Gradishar's high school football coach.
Dad decided to send some film to Ohio State without even telling Randy.
Gradishar's father owned a grocery store in the building where Fat Cat's Tattoos is now located. One afternoon, during his senior year of 1970, Gradishar was working at the store.
And all of a sudden, I get a call from the principal. He said, "Randy, Coach Woody Hayes is here. He'd like to talk to you."
Coach Hayes had apparently liked what he had seen on the films that were secretly sent by Gradishar's coach.
As soon as I hung up the phone, I looked at my dad. I said, "Who's Woody Hayes?" And we had no clue. I didn't know about Big Ten.
That man named Woody Hayes would eventually call Randy Gradishar the best linebacker he ever coached. Gradishar would then become the first-round draft pick of the Denver Broncos, where he had a Hall of Fame career. As far as Gradishar's connection to Champion today,
I haven't been back for quite a while. Of course, both my parents are gone. My two brothers are gone.
And you can see the original photograph here of him.
In Champion's alumni room, there's a picture of Gradishar during his induction in Champion's Hall of Fame, along with a signed Ohio State jersey, some Gradishar headlines, and a painting of him as a Bronco. Outside the football field is the same field where he first learned the game. Champion is yet to decide how it will honor him, but Randy Gradishar will be honored.
But certainly we want to make sure that he is honored for that induction in the Hall of Fame.
In Champion, Stan Boney, WKBN 27 First News.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lindsay Watson. Thanks for watching the WKBN 27 First News YouTube channel. If you want more video news, subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the WKBN 27 First News app for breaking news alerts.